Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 1 with our, I'm going to call this Big Red. I don't know if that's a proper term for it, because I think those use, like, Planeswalkers and stuff. But we're going to use this Dragon Speaker Red, or Dragon Twin, Dragon whatever. Yeah, Dragon Speaker, because there's a Flame Speaker in there, red. Yes, we'd like to play first. This is going to be barely keepable hand. I do have action with the Dragon's Mantle, Monastery Swiftspear. This will draw us a card. We have action. We have an awesome first turn play. This can get in there for a lot of damage before he can actually deal with it. Scuttling Doom Engine, Dragonsteel Twin are a little bit awkward in this hand as we don't have the lands to cast them. But again, this you can't go wrong with a first turn Swiftspear. Again, this card is just so powerful. It is just tearing up Modern right now. Of course, it's not quite as powerful in Standard because you don't have freeze spells like Ataxing Probe and whatnot. But I mean, even in Standard, you still have enough cards like look at my hand here. If he plays a tap land, like he's an Abzan midrange or a Sultai midrange, I'm going to get in there for some insane damage before he can deal with the Swiftspear. But hey, look, it's another red deck. So if he ends up Magma Spraying this, that could be bad for us. And it's just going to be a Satyr Firedrinker. I think that we are going to scry for a land here. So before our draw step, we're going to Titan Strength this. And this finds us a... I don't like this action. I'm going to put it on bottom. I want another... Well, it gets us closer, but it doesn't work with Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. It does get us closer. I'm going to actually put it on top. That's fine. It's a land. And we'll draw it. But I wanted to hit another mountain and hit for more, but this will be fine. Yeah, he's down to 14. Now, Firedrinker Satyr is pretty good because I don't want to block versus him. And he looks like he's going to blitz me out here. And so the race is on. Going first was huge. But if he doesn't have a... Yes, he does have something to pump up. A Titan Strength with himself. So he's actually up. I'm down to a 12 versus a 14. So very similar decks. He's actually a blitz deck. My sideboard is going to come in handy here because I will bring in the removal. We hit a mountain. I should have scried there, but it's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a Dragon Mantle on our Swiftspear. This will draw us a card. And another land. That land I don't want, but we'll Titan Strength. And a Hoplite can actually play defense, but I think I'm going to put it on bottom. And we'll get in there for 6. Getting him down to an 8. Again, though, I don't want to... He just has a little bit of a quicker hand than I do. Especially with still a turn off from casting the Dragonsteel Twin. And like a Lightning Strike will be very, very bad if he can just take it out right here. It's going to be Hordeling Outburst. Asking me, now it's going to definitely put me on the defensive. Be taking 4. And there's another mountain. That's nice, but it's might be just too little too late. As it's going to be, he's going to get a turn ahead here. Crusader. But we are pretty close to casting the Scuttling Doom Engine. And there's the Hammerhand. And is that going to be game? That is going to be... How much damage is this? Let's see. Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is game because he just pumps his... Oh, no, it's, yep. So that's actually perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so again, our sideboard comes in. I didn't want to see a mono... I haven't seen Boss Sligh or mono red aggro in forever. But the good news is we do have some decent cards against it. We're going to take out all of the... I'll keep in Prophetic Flamespeaker. It's okay versus his deck. Take out the Shrapnel Blast. Take out the Generator Servants. We'll go the Lightning Strikes. We kind of turn it into this red deck, this boss Sligh deck in the sideboard here. So I'll bring in the Firedancer. Satyr Firedancer seem pretty good. The Scouring Sands are very good. And I think we can actually cut down lands now that or just take out the hammers. Yep, that's it. I think that we'll keep in the lands to make sure we hit our land drops. I could get a little flooded, and maybe that's why I need to put back in, like, even the Generator Servants can just block. But I'm thinking that's not the right way to go. It just doesn't seem like the Dragonsteel Twins or Scuttling Doom Engines will really be good in this matchup. So I'm going to take out Aim Out. Nah, we'll stick with... Now, I need to go down in lands. It'll be Darksteel Citadel because we took out everything that can interact with Darksteel Citadel. So I'm going to bring in just a one of Dragonsteel Twins. I'm going to submit this. We'll play first again. And keep this. This is a great hand versus him, as we can clear his board and take out a mountain on turn 3. So it's just going to be turn 1 Satyr Hoplite. Pass the turn. And I hope he does overextend and we can Scouring Sands and just really wreck his board. So there's the Crusader. And Firedancer Satyr actually looks good here. I think we'll just attack in with the Hoplite. And then we'll Peak Eruption the following turn and then kill whatever his best card that he puts out is. So I hope he can't interact with the Satyr Firedancer. I hope he doesn't have a Scouring Sand of his own. Otherwise, this is going to be very brutal. And Hammerhand is a little bit of an issue, too, if he goes Hammerhand. So Swiftspear, that's the one I'll want to kill with the Peak Eruption. And Dragon Mantle. That Dragon Mantle is actually the card I'd way rather see. So again, I'm gonna allow him to keep extending. Yeah, I'll just take the damage. There's our Dragonsteel Twin. I'm not looking forward to that, but we will kill a mountain. And then kill off the Swiftspear. And then attack in with both of our guys. And hopefully that really sets him back. Again, I hope this is like another Dragon Mantle or just another... Like a Fire Drinker Satyr would actually... yeah, Fire Drinker Satyr would be the best. Because that will really, really put me... that's fine too. Again, we wipe his board next turn. He gets to Scry, but we'll get to Titan Strength as well. I'm going to, of course, in the upkeep, we'll Titan Strength on our Satyr. So right here, we'll Titan Strength. Because I'm pretty certain I know what I'm going to be doing this turn. And I'm going to put it on bottom, actually. Hammerhand will be nice too, but we'll wait for another turn because I do believe it's Scouring Sands here. Put that on bottom. We don't need another one. And get in there for 6. Now he's down to an 8. I'm glad he actually used that on my Satyr. That was, I think that at this point you need to do on the, yeah, and you should have done on this Satyr. Because now we can, yeah, we can definitely go crazy with getting this Satyr out of range. And maybe I should have just waited one more turn to make something not be able to block. But he's down to a 2. And really no dead draws here. That gives him a blocker and a blocker. But he's going to have to block. And we'll have a blocker of our own up. I am at 7, though. I'm surprised he's able to do as much damage as he has been. But he got rid of the one that makes something not be able to block. So, I mean, the only thing I can really think is like double Titan Strength and Hammerhand here. He's still blitzing, though. But he's going to have to block here. And I got another blocker. So he's going to lose 2 guys. I bet he leaves the Crusader back. Maybe the Frenzied Goblin. Titan Strength doesn't survive against anything. So it's the Founder's Street that he's going to leave back. So he's debating whether to use like a Titan Strength here. But Titan Strength doesn't get him above 5. And yeah, he does just scoop here. Okay, so we'll go back to the sideboard. I don't think there's any changes that we need to make here. Just none of these are quick enough. Again, I could justify bringing in the Generated Servants just as 2/1 blockers. But I don't think that's the route I want to go. So again, it's just this is, I guess, a keepable hand. It's slow, but it does have the Tormenting Voice, 2 lands. It has a Lightning Strike if he overextends into something. Swiftspear is probably one of the better cards you could play first turn. I'd love to hit like a Hoplite here. Peak Eruption will be sort of nice. I guess best case scenario is he loads up his Swiftspear with, well, Hammerhand puts him above. Double Hammerhand puts him above with the Swiftspear. Another Swiftspear. Ouch. Any non-creature spell is going to hurt. And Coordinated Assault, Pump. And I take 6 here. I'm going down to 13. So I need to hit a land here. Satyr Firedancer. It's so tempting to throw that out, but I really think he's running removal, and at this point I have to just leave back a Lightning Strike. So let's hope he's flooded with lands. Again, this can be a bit difficult of a matchup, especially on the draw. And a hand like that, it was very, very hard. There's worse hands to deal with. It could have been a Crusader and put out even more stuff. Now I'm going to just let these go through because I can't respond to double pumps. You know, Titan Strength. Yikes. And that processes both of them, so I'd have to do it right now and then hope he doesn't have another spell. And I think I have to risk at this point because I want to use it. Titan Strength, does he have the second Titan Strength? What other instant speed? Coordinated Assault puts him above too. Does he just have that good of a hand? With Titan Strength. What removal? It's just a blowout here if I can get this to stick. If not, I'm basically dead. I think we have to go for it. Yeah, and he had it. Alright, so, I mean, that's just Magic. You got to take the risk. Magma sprays. He has to Magma spray his own guy, though. But that does pump him above. And we're down to 4, and I really don't see us getting out of this, especially with it not having a mountain left in his hand. So, we need to hit a land here. We're dead. We do hit that land, so there is hope for us. We have the Prophetic Flamespeaker, but there's just so many things in his hand that he can actually have that just flat out kills me. I hope he just has a bunch of creatures. And not a spell, but it looks like most likely he does have a spell. Whoa, and he let the double strike damage go through, and then Searing Blood, which, yeah, will still do 3 damage to me. So anyway, still 2 cards left in his hand. That was pretty much a nutty hand by the boss Sligh. This again is difficult, I would say, because we're not built this way. We're half of his deck and not as streamlined as he is. And then the good news, though, is that we don't run out of steam like the red deck does. I don't really suggest running red boss Sligh right now in the format, as both Sultai Dredge and the Abzan Reanimator and just Abzan midrange just eat this deck alive. And, you know, the deck is everywhere. And a lot of even the Mardu midrange with Butcher and Sorin and other ways to gain life, Seeker of the Way, make it very difficult for mono red right now to really push through. And I'm hoping this version that we're running is a deck that can push through with the dragon style twins and whatnot. Anyway, this has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again, and hope to see you soon.